What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? We have got some major speculation going on in the Overwatch community right now. I've seen tons of people talking about this latest developer update. So we're gonna go over some of the speculation going on from that developer update, specifically around role select. And then we're also gonna talk about what that's gonna mean for Season 8 and beyond in Overwatch, what role select might look like, as well as some other options that we might consider. This is your guide, Raded, for Less Than Epic, and we're going to cover all of this. Let's do it. Alright, so when it comes to role select, Blizzard seems to kind of be saying one thing and then doing another, so I think that's where a lot of the speculation is coming from. So let's just take a look at the segment in the developer update that people are clamoring about, and then we're going to break it down.
Now, the Yeti is actually played by another player. It's not AI controlled. So when you queue up, you'll have the opportunity to pick, I prefer to play as Mei, or I prefer to play as the Yeti. Obviously, the way the numbers work out, not everybody can always be the Yeti, so sometimes you're going to say, I prefer to play as the Yeti and end up as Mei. But if you stay in long enough, you will eventually get to play as Winston.
So basically all of this is coming from the winter event, the Meis versus the Winstons, the Yeti hunt, and basically there is a light form of role select going on in this event. So people are speculating that Blizzard are testing this for role select in competitive Overwatch to see how it works out. Kinky, Nova, Punk X, and I have been talking about this for a while, and we don't actually think that Jeff was teasing role select, though we're not going to mark it out of the playbook given that Blizzard has basically said they don't want to do role select for Overwatch for a lot of really good reasons too. And the reason is we actually think that Blizzard are telling us the truth that they will not do role select given that it will completely break how their game works. Swapping is a core part of the game. If they do role select, it makes it a lot harder to do. But that does not mean that we couldn't get some sort of quasi role preference queue or something like that. I know that's mincing words, but really I think this whatever system that Blizzard comes up with is going to be something that we couldn't really have envisioned, something that changes the way that we play the game. So I'm going to call it a role preference queue if they ever do something like that. But I think that something we are more likely to see is something that we see in all standard MMOs right now, a looking for group system. This is more of kind of like a band-aid on the issue, but it would be a big step forward to have that looking for group system. At the same time, a looking for group system doesn't address the inherent bias that the Overwatch matchmaking system seems to have, where it assumes, or just because players are in a group, that they're going to play better than they normally would. Now, maybe this is the case at very high ranks, but for the vast majority of players, I don't actually think that's going to be the case, as before you get to the higher ranks, players are really just trying to get good individually while also trying to play with the team, and really having them focus on doing and getting good at both of those with the voice comms that they might not be used to actually might make some players' skill ratings go down when they're playing in a group. But realistically, at the end of the day, the biggest problem with ranked Overwatch is that players are not playing to win. They're playing for their individual stats and prestige. Other FPS games have drilled this concept into players' heads, and it's a cultural phenomenon that Blizzard is actually battling against, and not necessarily that their game is broken. That being said, the SR system, yeah, this system has a lot of serious mathematical issues that we'll definitely be covering in another video, especially given that Blizzard seems to be focusing some attention on this for Season 8 and maybe even more beyond that. So to wrap this up, we don't think the Big Daddy Jeff is teasing us any kind of role select, but we do think they are starting to think about competitive, the issues that it has, and how they're going to fix those. So we'll be staying on top of this. This is Raded again for Less Than Epic. I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments down below what you think about role select, the issues that it has, maybe some ideas about how we could do this right. Looking forward to all of your thoughts. Once again, this is Raded signing out, and I'll leave you with what your hook accuracy should be at every game.